And now changing the Outback Steakhouse to a non-smoke free environment so you can smoke your stogies. No woman tells me not to smoke my stogies like you. I gotta work on that.
The results were otherwise unremarkable.
Ayo, what's going on there, Chief Wiggum? You know, little sock and bopper there, you little fucking, oh, you're getting fast for you, getting too fast for your britches. You gotta take those Heelys off from time to time, kid. What's going on? Welcome back to the Speakeasy gang. We're in for another week here. Uh, at the old nest. We got some Cayman Jack margaritas on tap, which is fucking. I mean, I don't know if you saw the last margaritas I had. Tenfold Cayman Jack. You're killing it with the. You're killing me with the canned margaritas. You could kill somebody with the canned margaritas. It depends on how they drive after a few of them. Drink responsibly, please. For Christ's sake, I don't need anybody thinking that this pod is one of them that's like just fucking, Hey, if you drive a golf cart home from the bar, which in all reality is a drunkard's fucking, I've romanticized about living in Needles because I'm a loser. Where it's just, I could take my golf cart up to the bar and back. It's nice. Listen, if I didn't have any aspirations, you'd find me living by the river. I'm your guy, your confidant, your little drinking buddy over here. We're gonna do some drinking together. Get you a beer, get you whatever the fuck you can. Pause this, get you down to the liquor store or a gas station, whatever, and crush you a couple of them's. Goose Gonzo Gazpacho on all platforms. Do the following. Get into that. Do all the button pressing, guys. I mean, hey, I'll start pressing buttons if you do too. Oh my god. Okay, so honestly, if you're driving, in my mind, if you're driving a golf cart, around you're probably doing some rural living. If not, if you're just in the Keys or whatever, if you're just anywhere in Florida, maybe not a good. Just don't go outside if you live in Florida. Probably for the better. I just saw some video of a naked woman wailing around a bat with nails in it. Whatever you call those zombie apocalypse weapons. She's, flailing around with one of those. I'll try and find it for you guys. And so one poor woman's fighting her off. Everybody else is just filming. This is life. This is the world that we live in now. There was a second weapon that honestly couldn't have been a bat with nails in it. I don't know what it was, but it's, hey man, if you got something that's like 2 feet, sticking out of your hand and you're swinging it, honestly, a lot of people don't know how to go about that. We can't all be that fake martial arts police guy. I don't know who that is. Sean Strickland just embarrassed him a little while ago, but he knocked over a case of fucking what I'm assuming to be bubblers. I imagine they met in a little fucking, nothing smoke shop grand opening somewhere in Vegas. There's too many of those. I haven't been to Vegas in a little while, but I have to imagine head shops are just fucking going crazy. I had an idea for a head shop a while ago that I'll keep to myself because you people like to steal. And yeah, hey man, there's a lot of business ideas. Listen, if I ever fall ass first onto, way too much money, those are mostly going into assets. I'm just gonna employ a bunch of buddies and pay them like too much, just enough to keep the lights on. Is all I'm really trying to do. I think that's good for taxes. It's not cheating in any way, you know. Listen, I could just do business dumb, and I think that that'll get people by. We don't need to lie. about anything. Uh, I'm only saying that on camera because the IRS could be watching. I'm not gonna do anything illegal. No, my taxes. Money scares the shit out of me, and I don't want to know anything about it. Honestly, I'd rather just pay somebody to do the things with it. I don't want to think about it. I don't like thinking about. There was a guy I worked with a little while ago. He came in on his first day talking about selling fucking Pokemon cards. How much he makes a month selling Pokemon cards. I don't want to hear about your fucking money. I don't want to think about my money. Uh, First of all, if you're making a living off selling Pokemon cards, you better not fucking tell anybody about it. Honestly, unless they're buying Pokemon cards from you, because I don't see you as a man. I don't see you as an adult. uh I understand they're worth some money. So's a lot of things. Okay, your wife could be selling her underwears for just as much money, depending on how many days in a row she wore them. This is the world we're living in. Okay. She's like, I just picked up a BJJ class, a little while ago. Which, if you're not into combat sports, sounds crazy. But no, it's just you're rolling around with somebody else, which also might sound nuts to you. But you sweat a lot, from what I hear. You sweat a crazy amount. Some people end up with shingles, and that's hey, you gotta most of the time you'll be rolling around with a lot of people to get that shit. I don't know how you get shingles. I just know the wrestlers get it a lot, and yeah, just BJJ practitioners and wrestlers and shit. I don't know. I don't know how you get anything. Mostly, STDs are easy. you know Sometimes I don't know where the line ends with how they get transmitted. Can you get anything in your hand, or is a nice little handy in the back alleyway always safe? Is it just forever safe? Why aren't people getting more hand jobs? What are we doing here? Listen, most people got two hands. You only need one, really, for the whole thing. I don't know if anybody's self-conscious about their ability to tug a dick off. Really, not that hard. Ba-doom. Oh, goodness gracious. I know I'm good at doing it to me, but that's out of like boredom, or I don't know what it is. I still listen, I'm pushing 30. I still can't pin down exactly why I do it. I'm not a single man now. It's like I'm not, just like, it used to be, Jesus Christ, it's midnight. That's it. That's it. I'm still awake. I'm alone, typically drinking alone. That's how I do it, baby. I'm like George Thorogood over here. I drink alone, in that dumbass line, with nobody but myself. That's exactly what that means, George Thorogood. I don't know if anybody needed to tell you that, or if just nobody was around to help you with that line. Not a whole lot of strong writers over there hanging out with George Thorogood. Shout out George Thorogood. I don't know if he needs it or not, but I haven't heard anything about you in a little while. I know that Hootie needs it. I've been on this side of the fence for a little while. Most people don't agree with me. Fucking just about 100% of people don't agree with me. I don't care for Beyonce, and I think she's bossy. I think that everybody's just used to her being the talk of the town, and it's not. you know you don't I don't know where are the other bitches from Destiny's Child. I'm sure they could have been doing just fine. She played Etta James in a movie and then decided to sing like Beyonce. That's disrespectful. That's fucking disrespect to me. And y'all loved it because Adrian Brody was in it. Wasn't it Adrian Brody that was in it? I think it was Adrian Brody that was in it. That guy, that whatever kind of terrier he looks like, the one from Target. Yeah, he looks like one of those, one of the schnoz on that dog. And I don't care. I just don't care about Beyonce. I don't hate her. I just don't think she's what you guys make her out to be. Much like everybody else. I don't understand the hype that you put behind these people. Darius Rucker, he could be doing fucking better. And Beyonce put out some kind of country song that's just really something that people are gonna do a new dance to, do a new rattlesnake, whatever the fuck that shit is at a dance club or whatever, one of those bars,
Copperhead Road.
Copperhead Road. There you go. That one, or what? Which I can't think of any of them. Okay, the electric slide. I can't dance. So why would I know the names of all these dances? Point being, why is everybody going so crazy over this fucking song that she put out? Because she's a black woman put out a country song. Wow, Fast Car. Every people are destroying that fucking song. I consider that to be country.
That's adult
It's an
contemporary.
adult contemporary country, just without the O. Uh, I don't know, man. It's got a fucking acoustic guitar, and that's about it for the most of the song. Listen, I just don't think that she needs to be getting praise. What about Wagon Wheel? Why don't we have any dances for any of my boy Darius Rucker's songs? You know, the guy got caught up. What he got caught up with, like, not acid. Did he get caught with acid? Shrooms. He got arrested with shrooms in like Tennessee or something. One of those, you know what I mean when I say one of those states, Kentucky, Tennessee, one Dems, one Dem dares. I don't know why the Jamaican accent. And that wasn't Jamaican. That was me attempting a Jamaican accent. It never goes well. But what do you think Darius Rucker's doing? Okay, what do you think the man's doing? He's doing some shrooms. He's gonna smoke a little. He's gonna fucking take a toot. Okay, he's gonna have some of the that there devil's lettuce there, and that's what. Listen, the guy's a fucking rock star. If he was still with Hootie and the Blowfish, you probably wouldn't be giving him shit. But once a black man's on his own, here come the police, dude. I think it's unfair. They searched the vehicle and found a bag that contained 14 unstamped purple pills in a jar and a THC pen. Purple pills. I'm going to go ahead and assume that they were just capsules with shrooms in them. We've all done them. I don't. I just don't understand why we be giving Hootie any shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The whole Beyonce thing. And anytime I was upset when Hootie got caught up, and now I'm upset again for him because Beyonce is in the news again. Listen, Jay-Z, I love you. I don't have to love your wife, you know. I feel like you'd prefer if I didn't. Um, much more of a hip hop fan than the whatever pop. Is it pop? She's doing pop. That's pop. Always has been. I'm pretty sure it rode a line close to R&B. I think a little while ago in the early 2000s when she was with Destiny's Child. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't care for her. I think I might. I think I share a birthday with her too.
Sorry.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I share a birthday with Beyonce. I don't know. Listen, if we could 1 year, all I want, I'll get myself cancer to where I can make a wish. And I'm not a kid, but I'll sue that company for not letting me make a wish. Um, I'm not doing chemo. I'm putting all my money on lawyers because I want my goddamn wish for my birthday to be bigger than Beyonce's, and right next door to it, 1 year is all I want. Just to make, just I want her to feel bad for once. I feel like she's really had it great for a long time, and I just don't get it. Plenty of people. listen, plenty of people I envy, and I envy you, Beyonce, because I know she's probably going to watch this. Uh, it all comes from love. It all comes from envy. I want it. I want a better life, not than you. It's like the Drake's penis thing. I don't want mine, but I don't want his either. Just that somewhere closer to his than mine.
The spectrum.
Yeah, on the penis spectrum. We got to get. I want to do a test at one point, probably on the pod, for the spectrum. See where I am, and then if the signs are pointing uh up, then we can we can make a couple calls, get somebody in here. Dr. Drew, I'm looking at you. I think people need to have more psych evaluations. I think, listen, the Rorschach test, underrated. God, now all I can think about is that bit. I think everybody should be getting psychological evaluations because have you seen what's going on? I mean, I think we're all too aware. I think we're all too aware of everything that's happening, and we just need a good flush. Maybe one of these months. Maybe Lent. Oh, Lent already started, didn't it? See, maybe next year I'll I'll try and do like no social media or something, except for this. Do the postings, do all the this and that, and then just kind of fuck off. I'd like to listen. I don't even have it as good as you guys when it comes to overindulgence on the social media. I had a I had asked for a charger the other day, and somebody tried giving me their cord. I was like, oh, I see a Type C, and then they show me the other side of it, and it's an iPhone cord. I'm like, yeah, now you guys are super on board with the Type C shit, just trying to make it a little bit better. Like, you have an iPhone, don't you? I have a Motorola. I'm a poor old man, baby. I don't need all the bells and whistles that you kids got these days. All right. I'm just fine. I'm just fine with my chisel. Okay. I do I do just fine with a hammer and a chisel. And it's the jitterbug. The fucking jitterbug, bro. Give me a blackberry. Somebody get this kid a Zima. Good Christ. Yeah, I remember these. Oh, it's still $100 for one of those, which is about what my Motorola costs, honestly. Maybe 10, 20 more bucks for my Motorola. What are you doing charging people to press actual buttons? Are you sick in the head? What kind of sick, twisted game is this? Where we're still paying $100 for a flip phone, a burner, a fucking burner, something you give to the side piece. You still got to spend $100 on that shit. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That just doesn't. That does not add up to me. A lot of people don't know what it actually means to bleed red, white, and blue. All right. This country, we're a melting pot. Okay. Not everybody's from here. Most aren't, except our producer. All right. Listen, we all, we're from a certain place on this rock, and we shouldn't fight that. We should be proud of that. You ever get homesick? You want to stock up on all the things that taste like home. You know what I mean? You gotta get loaded up on shit from back home. All right. Listen to me. Go back to where you came from with the ethnic cleanse. All right. This is a meal prep service. It's formulated for your unique dietary preferences and nationality. Okay. You're gonna go to ethniccleanse.com. You're gonna put in promo Gander. All right. You're gonna save up to 7% on this meal prep service. They have weekly plans, they have monthly plans. You can go biannual with these guys. Okay. 7% doesn't sound like too much, except when I tell you, hold on to this. Okay. The shipping is charged in the currency of the country of your choosing. Okay. So it's not even real money. Guys, these are personalized meal plans. Seriously, they're shipped right to your door. All you got to do is heat it up and enjoy. It's cheap, guys. Don't get your savings lost in customs. Okay, don't settle for diversity any longer. All right, go back to where you came from with ethniccleanse.com. Promo Gander. Get it. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm an old man. Okay, I got old man needs. I'm a simpleton fella. You know, I don't need much. I'm one of those point A to point B guys. When you're buying a car, typically in cash, $650 for a Sonata. I don't know how old those are. I don't know what year. I'm not a car guy either. So I mean, I'm like the most useless old man. Really. I mean, I'll fuck with a crossword puzzle, you know? I enjoy me some Raisin Bran.
Mhm.
Not a bad, not a bad deal. Okay? Keeps my fiber up, keeps me regular. All right? I take most of my shits at work, and I like to keep it that way. Is pretty much how I roll. I only want to shit when I'm being paid. I hate having a shit on the weekend. I'd rather shut that off. You know what I mean? I'll just wait, and then Monday's just fucking a triathlon. Just a just a gym sesh after a month. Just real bad, actually gripping the bottom of the bowl. If you ever done that, you just ooh, it sounds like there's a ghost. If you're just a little ways away from the bathroom, sounds like the place is haunted. You just you know. I don't know. Fucking jitterbug, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Tell Cricket bring back those bricks, those Nokias. Fuck yeah, I'm with that. You know, I'll press on some actual buttons. That's fine by me. Coolest phone I had was a triple play, I think it was called. It was like a slide. You slide it from the side, and there's a screen in the center of the keyboard to where you could dick around with something else and have the big screen. It was really cool. I thought it was ahead of its time, and then they completely took keyboards away, which I think is counterproductive. Because what? Once your touch screen goes out, you just got a fucking glorified paperweight. And if you, God forbid, you're an Apple user, an iPhone user, you just got, you know, a down payment for a car sitting there doing nothing. Can't do shit with it. You don't know how to back it up. You gotta pay the Geek Squad to do all that shit. It's not good. Not that one. You need to be buying your kid. This is how you know everybody's cheating. Is the burners are still alive. The burners are still being sold. Not only that, they're not $50. You'd think they were the Obama phone, But now the jitterbug, man. So, you're either fucking someone else or selling drugs. You got a burner phone on. You're a little criminal, You got some stories about you. That's cool. I don't know. I think I'd buy my kid a burner phone. I don't know. All y'all are buying your fucking kids another iPhone. How much money is in your family just on the little computers that you buy for one another? I think bells and whistles. It's beyond me. It's just too much. Your kid doesn't need a cloud. They're not taking pictures worth a damn. They're really not. It's mostly just selfies with their friends because they're bored. Do kids get bored anymore? I don't know that kids get bored anymore. You're just, I don't know. If you get all wall-eyed and you're like, I don't know what to, my Instagram started telling me there was nothing else to see. I've just been scrolling so long that I've seen everything. Get the kid a Zune. Get the kid a little MP3 player, not a fucking what was the last one? They tried to make the Apple tried to make them in all shapes and sizes, and then they just fucking built it into the phone and made their own product useless. Don't you love when companies do that? They start talking shit about a product they sell. What? AT&T is going to have to start selling drugs soon. They got hacked. They got the China hack. China, man. Hell yeah. Hacking all of AT&T, dude. I don't know if that's if it's fake news or not. I heard right-leaning people talk about. They're always talking about China. They're always talking about China, and I feel like if they didn't win on the whole abortion front, they'd be like, we need to start putting these fucking putting disabled people down. They'll find a way. They'll find a way to argue about something. People get way too invested in shit. I don't know. I'm an old man, dude. Give me the paper. Nobody puts their opinion on the paper, unless it's an ad. Some old lady doesn't exist. She wanted some yard service, and then she got to writing, and then remembered she had some journaling flashbacks. So now she's talking about. I mean, she's complaining about the Chinese in the paper. It's they don't care. They don't care. Do they even do the paper over there? I have to believe they do the paper over there. Maybe everything's just electronic nowadays. I don't know. Where do you draw the line at the press? Who quit using that shit? I don't know, man. Maybe not the Chinese, because some of the tattoos that they do are real traditional, real old fashioned shit going on over there. No pain, no gain. I have to believe maybe they're just drawing the paper up. You just got one old lady. I don't know how many things are made in China versus made in Taiwan. Maybe that's the territorial fight that they're maybe that's where part of the beef is coming from. Is just that a lot of manufacturing, going on over there, and it's very very creative people. The Chinese and the Taiwanese, great looking lady boys over there. It's like they made it up, Hey, man, hey, if what they're doing over there is having fun and being themselves, I want to see if that makes a difference on how many people are having kids versus living their own goddamn lives. That's pretty great, Don't get you to fucking buy your kid the burner phone. You got to buy your kid the fucking burner phone. It's $100. It still goes on minutes. you know there's no roaming fees. I don't know. I think most of you have ADHD. I think that's the problem with pulling out. I don't think that people actually have a problem with pulling out. It's just that they're like counted by fives. They're pumping 5 times, and then they're like, oh no, and they're like five more, and then it's just all you got. ADHD. Super, just everybody's undiagnosed, and I think that's what I don't know. Listen, mental health hasn't been taken seriously in America for you name it. All right. There weren't no welcome home signs in the 70s. So I have to believe it's even before that, you know. I'm not gonna blame the rub some dirt on it generation, you know. But they had to do with it. They had to do with it. I don't know. I don't. Maybe it's just that we're finally now trying to take it seriously, and everybody went fucking haywire. I don't want to hear you say the word fucking trigger, okay? Unless I'm seeing my fucking psychiatrist. All right? Are you my fucking shrink? I don't want to hear triggered come out of a fucking 14-year-old's mouth because dog shit, less than nothing. Okay. I've had long panic attacks, baby. I don't want to hear fucking shit out of you. I know you're stressed. You're a teenager. You're supposed to be. All right. Do some drugs and get on with it. Okay. That's how you figure it out. And if you didn't do drugs when you were a teenager, you're either better than me or lying. I believe either one. I'll believe either one. Okay. I didn't do shit in high school. I didn't go to homecoming, and the pep rallies and all this and that. I thought it was fucking stupid. You know why? Because I was stupid. I could have been having fun elsewhere, but I wanted to get fucked up. And that's kind of what we do. That's what you do when you're a teenager. Sure, I had my first panic attack when I was a teenager. But I mean, you forget about it after, vomiting on the side of the house and continuing to drink afterward. It's not a big deal. Bring back bullying, for Christ's sake. How many times I gotta tell you this shit? The only way that you handle bullying, really handle bullying, beat the fucking kid up. A lot of kids haven't been hit in the mouths before. Maybe you're not being the bigger man. Maybe you're being a fucking pussy by not giving this little shit what he deserves. Maybe he can take a punch already. Maybe he's been doing some training with his dad or whatever. However, we don't know what mood dad's gonna be in when he gets home. Yeah. Swing on somebody, for Christ's sake. Hey, you're going to have to take it back a couple generations. Okay. We're trying to take this mental health thing seriously now. We're finally talking about it. You're the one fucking ruining it because nobody wants to hear anything from a kid about this shit. I don't give a fuck it. I could not care less what a kid has to say about mental health or how to cope. You don't have coping mechanisms. You just have your panic attack and get back to your fucking, everyday pizza for lunch at your fucking shitty high school. All right. Do some cool things. All right. Try a whip it every now and again. All right. Figure out how to use spray paint. A lot of kids don't know how to use spray paint. All right. It's either tagging. You could be close to the wall with tagging, but if you want to put a fucking even coat, it's not as easy as you think. Okay. Do it while your hands are steady. I don't know about you. But my hands are a little shaky now. All right. I can't imagine 30 years from now how that's gonna end up being. But hey. When's mental health month? Is that a national thing yet? Mental health week. It's probably just one day and we don't get that off. Go figure. We don't get MLK Day off. Okay, yeah, it is a month. That's nice. All right. See, so maybe talk about it then. But with the teenagers, just fucking sit there and listen. All right. Go to an AA meeting and tell me you got it bad. All right. We'll play Ursher on the way home, and hopefully it's raining. You just look out the window and watch it rain. All right. Because we don't want to fucking hear it. I heard when I was a kid, I had seen adults having relationship problems. Maybe she, got the shit kicked out of by her husband, or they're having a fucking big old fight. And the fucking kids would go to them and try to give them advice. If you're not smacking a child in the mouth when you're having a breakdown and they try to give you advice, you need a shrink. Then you also need a shrink and maybe to get hit. I don't know. Guys, do all the following on the pages. We'll hit us up on social medias. We're on the TikToks, the Twitters, the Instagrams, the Facebook. Goose Comedy on Facebook. Do all the things share it with your friends, put it out there, help us get this some expansion. We're doing it's a pyramid scheme. You gotta do some sharing or find some sharing. Invite a friend. Yeah, make sure to follow the pages. We will be shaking babies, kissing hands, and signing titties. Miss me.